In the world of Ghost City, domestic-based offenses are considered especially chaotic. In Ghost City, these crimes are investigated by an elite squad known as the Special Domestic Unit. These are their stories.
Yeah, so that's what pretty much happened on my date with Fred.
Wow, you're lucky.
Say, what happened to your boyfriend, or when was the last time you dated?
Well, my last relationship is at a Halloween party. He ended up getting arrested. My other relationship, which was back in high school, I broke up because he was taking things like a little too far. He cheated on me, and let's not talk about how crazy he was obsessed with me and was incredibly high on drugs. He got expelled after that.
Oh wait, I think I remember his name. I believe it was Eric.
Yeah, he was so annoying and I just couldn't stand him no more. After we broke up, his obsession went too far. I hope I don't see him again.
I remember reading in the papers and on the news that he was arrested at some point for threatening an elderly.
You see? He's like extremely crazy.
I believe I just heard shots coming from that house.
Now to get out of here and... Wait. Is that...
Oh hell fucking no.
Samantha? It's been a long time, how have you been?
Fine I guess.
What the hell do you want from us now?
Oh, well I just wanted to see if Samantha wanted to get back with me again. You know, just like high school memories.
What? Are you fucking insane? You cheated on me back in high school, you drug addict bastard.
Aw, such foul language. I always loved that, but you see, I couldn't stop thinking so much about you. I just missed you so much.
I have a question. Were you the one who shot up that house?
That's none of your concern, and speaking of guns, I was just thinking. If you come back to me, you're going to have strong protection. I have to own a lot of guns.
We already know you shot up that house. Please just get out of here. We don't want to talk to a criminal like you.
Hey, I already did my time. Besides, that old lady was being a bitch. You can't call me a criminal if there is no hard evidence.
Well, I'm going to assume the cops were already called.
Alright, listen here, you fuck. If you tell anyone about this house, I will track you down and I will shoot you and your family. As for you, Samantha, this era has just begun. It's the cops. I will be back for you, Samantha, and fuck.
That racist asshole.
Well, it's a good thing I have a brother who is on the police force.
Cruz Ortega, homicide from the 7-8.
What do we got?
One Jane Doe, most likely in her 60s or early 70s. The MS office is underway.
Oh my god, what happened?
An old woman was shot. The lady is dead. Do you know anything about that?
Nobody's Galaxy around?
Come again?
Captain Golden Galaxy.
What precinct is he from?
The 14th precinct, I believe.
What's going on here?
These girls want to see a Captain Golden Galaxy.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid you're way far from them. The 14th isn't in this district. This is the Madison district. You're going to have to go all the way to downtown.
Come on, we really need to talk to him and I don't feel like taking the train all the way there.
Corporal. Captain, you know these girls? Because they wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I do, but what happened here?
An old woman got shot.
Samantha, there better be a good reason why you had me drive from my precinct. I mean, this is the Madison district and this usually isn't my business.
I called you because, well, I needed to talk to you about someone. Remember Eric Cartman?
Your old high school boyfriend who got arrested for threatening another old woman. What about him?
Well, we just saw him running out this house with a gun. He threatened to shoot us if we told anyone, and he tried to get back with Samantha. He was acting really crazy too.
You two get in the car. I'm driving you home.
Do you guys have any idea where he might be now?
We don't know honestly.
Thought you said you was going to stay away from Carmen.
I did, it was just a coincidence.
So what happened?
I was just walking home from my friend's house. We were talking about relationships. I mentioned my old boyfriend. The one you hate with a burning passion. Then he just appears.
And how was your interaction with him? Considering you haven't seen him since high school.
I can't say.
Did he threaten you? Samantha, I promise me and the other cops will do our very best to prevent him from harming you in any way. You have my word on that, sis. Now tell me, did he threaten you?
I already told you he threatened me and my friend with a gun.
Alright, well, for safety reasons you should stay in my house tonight. It's not best for you to be out at your own house.
I literally saw him come out of the house with a gun. He is the one who shot that woman.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
No, I don't. He had a hat on backwards though. Look, Galaxy, I'll call you later. I'm going to head over to Laura's place.
Hey Captain, where were you?
I, had to take care of some business in Madison.
Galaxy, my office, now. I heard about the shooting up in Madison. What the hell is going on?
It's just my sister. She met up with her old boyfriend who happens to be the shooter of an elderly woman. He threatened her. It's just a lot that's been happening so fast.
You know her boyfriend?
Eric Carmen. They broke up years ago.
Well, Galaxy, I can assure you that the detectives in Madison are handling the case well. They might talk to your sister and maybe you. But it's best to just stay out of it.
But Don, I was wondering if it would be a good idea to team up with the 78th Precinct homicide detectives to track him down.
Absolutely not. You're involved with a victim, which is your sister who was threatened. I'll see if I can convince their captain. He's a good friend of mine. I'll give him a call, but in the meantime, you cooperate with their detectives if they visit us.
Thanks, Don.
What do we got?
John Doe, early 20s. No ID.
Weapon found?
Still looking. Medical examiner's office is on the way. Call came in at around 3:30 p.m.
Who responded first on scene?
Dispatch said that witnesses heard arguing and fighting upstairs, so they sent cops from the 15th and 18th to respond to a 10:52.
Well, it is clear that he was shot. Entrance wound on his forehead.
My guess, looks like a good .38 revolver entrance wound.
There is blood on the floor. Footprints that looks like someone with the size large sneakers just walked out the front door. He broke in and climbed through the window.
So, there is a high chance that your perp shot through the window.
John Doe, late 20s, brutally beaten and shot in the forehead with a .38 revolver. My best guess.
It was a possible break-in. Shattered glass all over the floor and a huge broken window.
Then tax when the attack happens and then he just walks out the front door. Bloody footprints were found on the floor.
Sounds like a case in Madison.
Well, we know it's a John Doe. Go back to the apartment. See if any of the neighbors knew our John Doe. In the meantime, as an alternative, Reed, head down and go to dispatch, find out and see who made the call. Then interview the caller and see if they knew who the victim was.
Yes? How can I help you?
Hi, I'm Detective Noor. This is Detective Swanson. We would like to ask you a few questions.
What's up?
Person who lives on 4G was killed upstairs. Do you happen to know him by any chance?
No, I don't. Well, not well. I've seen him a few times before outside this apartment.
Did you happen to hear any commotion that was going on upstairs?
I could hear with my headphones on. I was going to file a complaint with the city, but I'd figure someone else was going to call the cops. This isn't the first time either. Last week I called the precinct because of loud music upstairs while there was a fight. I had called the precinct an hour ago that day.
When was the last time you seen the guy from upstairs?
Last week actually. I remembered I seen him arguing with some random guy once in front of the building. He threatened that he would shoot him.
I've seen the guy, never talked to him though.
Really? Could you describe his personality at least?
He's an awfully quiet guy. He barely leaves the apartment building, but he's always around with some friends.
Really? Could you describe these friends? Like, do you know what they look like or where they would always hang out?
Well, like I said, I never really talked to the guy. I came home from work one night and I just see him talking to a few guys. They all looked rather young. Mid-20s at least.
Have you ever heard any commotion going on upstairs?
All the time, he's always arguing and fighting with someone. I try my best not to get so caught up and distracted by it.
Excuse me.
How many people did you see that you saw were his friends?
Like at least 4 of them. I did see his grandma come over one time.
Really? Do you know what she looks like?
Gray hair, early 70s, red blouse, a dress.
We'll be in touch with you. Reed and tapped her down by dispatch right now trying to figure out the name of the caller or they might get the caller ID.
Any idea what time the call came around? Because there were two 10:52 calls that day.
Perhaps the second one?
The caller sounded annoyed. Seems like this isn't the first time the neighbors were having a rodeo.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a fight again happening upstairs. The neighbors, I think, broke into the apartment. It's getting way too tense over here. It sounds like a dog party.
Alright, what is your name? I need to grab some information from you so we can send units over to the apartment building.
Noel Watterson, 235 West Maple Street. Please, it's getting tense over here.
And that's it?
I don't think no one ever mentioned a gun or a possible shootout happening or a break-in.
That's because the events happened so fast. The break-in and the shooting was reported while units were responding. By the time officers got there, the suspect had already ran.
Can you pull security cameras?
That feature hasn't came out yet for dispatch. Why not try going to technical response?
We found your caller.
911 call came in by Noel Watterson, lives in the same apartment building as our John Doe.
Did you find her?
She was not home at the time.
Dispatch also pointed out that the break-in and the shooting was reported while cops were responding.
Out of Green and Taylor, revisit the crime scene.
We spoke to one of the neighbors. They saw the victim with their grandma and their 4 friends.
Clean description.
Captain, Madison got a 10:52 call that same day between some man and an elderly woman. Cops from the 78th precinct responded. Turns out to be .38 revolver used. Just like the guess Emily made.
You think there's a connection?
It's the same MO. Breaking and entering through the window, argue for at least 15 minutes. Then the guy shot her. Then he walks out through the front door.
Bloody footprints found.
And on the windows. And the place was left a mess.
Don, that could be the same shooting we were talking about in your office.
I'll reach out to the 78th homicide again. They never got back to me. In the meantime, find out who our John Doe is, then see if there is connection between the domestic homicide in Madison and the one here. There's a chance that the crime scene was probably cleared up.
For what reason would there be a rush? Standard time for processing a crime scene is at least 48 hours or a week.
I don't get why we need to revisit the crime scene. We just need to find the caller and then try to connect our case to Madison's. Someone broke in.
Who are you?
Detectives Cruz and Sergeant Ortega from the 78th precinct up in Madison. I asked to see them. Their captain lended them to us for the duration of this case. These detectives believe that we might have a connection in regards to their case up in Madison. So as of now, they are temporarily assigned to the special domestic unit to help us catch the killer. Give them all of your notes and we'll get through with this. Well, what do you got?
One Jane Doe, late 60s or early 70s. Shot in the back of the head. Pred came through the window and walked out the front door. That's our scene, Perp.
Huge footsteps, left bloody prints on the floor at the victim's house.
I'm confused on how he reached downtown in under 15 minutes.
Right, so, I take it you guys met Captain Galaxy?
Yeah, his sister called him and requested that he be there. We were confused because the case was ours.
He took them both home though. Both of them. Sister's friend claimed they were threatened.
We need to speak to Captain Galaxy and his sister. Do you know where they are?
I think he should be off duty by now.
We recommend we provide protection for both Captain Galaxy and his sister. Get in the car now.
Get the fuck off of me, you bitch. No, wait, please. Someone help me.
Who could be calling me at this time of day? Hello, Galaxy. Hello? I swear if this is another one of Brian's pranks I'm going to crash out. Who could that be at the door? I am not expecting no one. Oh Brian, I just got off the phone with a prank caller wondering if it was you again.
No, it wasn't me this time, but we got an issue.
What is it?
I haven't heard from your sister Samantha all day. Usually she texts me asking to get on the game with her. I texted her earlier asking if she was okay and she never responded back.
That's nothing like Samantha. Usually she'd respond back to your texts quick.
Laura said she hasn't seen her either.
Samantha is supposed to be under witness protection by the police department. I'll call the station. Yeah, what's up, Don? Don, where is she?
911 call said they witnessed a kidnapping 30 minutes ago. Matches the same description as your sister Galaxy.
Yeah, she hasn't contacted any one of us all day. I thought she was with witness protection.
Detectives Cruz and Ortega will be taking over and handling the investigation. And the Internal Affairs Division will be investigating the Bureau of Special Operations.
I'm assuming you guys already have a suspect, huh?
Yep, Swanson and Moore already found his address. They're executing a search warrant there.
Go Animate City Police Department. Open up. We have a warrant.
Looks like he ran in a hurry.
I'll check the closets.
No sign of the girl.
Get crime scene units down here and take all of the weapons.
Joey, looks like he's been stalking her for a while.
And he left in a hurry too.
Harry Carmen. Possible suspect in the kidnapping of Samantha.
What do we know about him?
He did time in the summer of 2013 for criminal threats of an elderly woman and then did time again in the summer of 2018 for a DUI and resisting arrest.
Dated Samantha for 8 months back in high school. Galaxy says he hated him after the incident of where he cheated on her and turned into a career criminal.
I nearly lost my job because of him. I remember they had me suspended for 2 months for excessive use of force after I let his threats get to me. This was just before I took the sergeant's exam, but I avoided talking about him after that. He had an obsession with Samantha for all these years. Told her file a restraining order.
Well, in that case, with all due respect, Captain, you shouldn't be involved in this case at all as it concerns a family member and you're a conflict of interest.
I know the procedure. Just let me help you track him down. I know people he might go to.
We'll need to put out a missing persons alert.
And get all available units out there.
Captain, it's GNN. What do you want me to say?
Pain in the ass press. Tell them all questions and information goes to the Deputy Commissioner of Public Information.
Got it? Okay, thanks. Captain, all airports are on alert. We've freezed his credit cards and he's not going across the border.
Transit Authority, Transit Police are all on alert and have been notified.
The last relationship he was in, the girlfriend dumped him and left him scarred for life.
His MO matches with the same homicide you guys have. Large prints from large sneakers, 38 revolver.
He wasn't at his home when the SWAT team breaching with us.
Witness below the victim's apartment said he's always around friends late at night. My guess is they're always around the victim's apartment.
And they'd only come out late at night.
Did she give you guys a description?
All of them were described as being in their mid-20s.
Surely somebody in that apartment knows him personally.
Well, I think one of them filed a noise complaint.
Only except we don't really know what precinct, though.
The building you're talking about is in the vicinity of the downtown North District and the 15th Precinct.
Find out which precinct got the noise complaint and talk to the cops who originally handled it or got there first. Their watch commander was supposed to be assigned to the call, but was assigned to a high-speed pursuit chase that was going on for a while now.
So who was assigned to the call?
Officer Magnet and Sergeant Nebels.
Great. Now do you have any idea where we can find them?
They're out on patrol, but since it's lunchtime, I suppose you can find them at a pizza store on 53rd.
Look, they're right over there.
You guys McKnights and Nibbles?
Yes, and you are?
Detective Swanson, my partner Detective Moore. Special Domestic Unit.
Oh, what can we do for fellow cops?
Did you respond to a 1052 over on 235 West Maple Street?
Yeah, domestic violence and a noise complaint were called in. We were right around the corner.
Did you guys receive a noise complaint for the location?
Yeah, this was like, what, 2 to 3 months ago?
Yeah, it was a whole rodeo. In fact, we busted one of them after that.
Who?
I think his name was Eric Carmen. We haven't been to that place after that. In fact, the other time they dispatched units from the North District.
On what charges?
Aggravated assault and disturbing the peace.
Did you see anyone else in the apartment? Or did you talk to anyone else?
It was like about 4 of his friends plus the owner of the apartment.
Do you know what they look like?
I think our body cams might show the whole scene. Just ask our major.
Was that the only time you guys encountered them?
Yeah, but I know units from the Northern District collared all of them for attempted robbery. You might want to ask them.
1050C multiple suspects moving on Grand Avenue. Be advised suspects are armed with knives.
That's us.
Dispatch. Show 1 gram 41 and 1 grams 43. Responding. We're 2 blocks away.
Look, if you need anything, you know where to find us. At the 15th Precinct.
We'll beep ya. What do you say we go talk to the other cops who handled the second incident?
I think their people are not too far from here.
All 4 members, Joe Griffin, Bolton Francis, Emmanuel Brown, and Brian Mort, all arrested for trying to jump a mat for his moped. They were all put under house arrest.
You know if they were with their leader Eric Carmen?
Now he got away. Cops were too lazy to canvass the area for him.
Well, now there's a citywide manhunt for him, so now those cops gotta be on their feet.
He kidnapped the sister of an MOS.
Well, I hope you guys catch him. Have you tried his home address?
He wasn't there when we raided the place.
We're hoping you might have his friend's home address and we can find him there. Do you know where he might go as a secondary home?
Only place I can think of is his girlfriend's. Other than that, not really.
And who's that?
I think her name was Samantha.
Samantha is the one who was kidnapped.
Must be personal then.
Alright, we're getting off topic here. We need the home addresses.
Try his grandmother first.
We ran his buddies through the database. All of them were easier to find. 2 of them are doing a hard 20 and 1 of them is doing a hard 30 up in prison.
When did they go down?
Last year, SWAT busted them for holding hostages. The feds are trying them in New York for bank robbery.
Alright, well, did the detective from the north mention something about the grandmother?
We have yet to go by his grandmother's.
What about the grandmother that we should know about? Owns the 2-story on Apple Road. What about security cameras? Did we manage to find out where the car is from and its license?
No, but we managed to get a list of addresses he usually stays by. His grandmother's, his one friend he is still out of jail in his home.
His grandmother raised him from when he was young. Parents left him and got arrested for child abandonment.
Hey, where's Galaxy?
Where the fuck is she?
Dude, who the hell are you?
Never mind who the hell I am. I know you're friends with Carmen still and you guys took my sister. Now where the hell is she?
What? Are you serious? I haven't talked to him in weeks. Besides, you can't break into someone's house like that.
Stop lying. I know you know where she is.
Get the fuck out of my house before I call the police.
Newsflash, buddy. I am the police.
Alright, you win. I'll talk.
You better start, TikTok.
I haven't talked to him in a while. but I know some places where he might stay at.
Stop fucking lying. The last number you called and talked with was to Carmen. Where the fuck is he?
Captain, we have something. We pulled the CCTV from another block down. Shows the same black vehicle that took Samantha.
You got its license?
Yeah, we tracked its car. It's owned by someone else, and the last time we checked, it seems that it's parked at the victim's house.
Galaxy seen this?
I texted him 30 minutes ago. He didn't get back to me until a few minutes ago saying he suddenly has some sort of errand to run. He also called me back saying one of Carmen's informant gave him everything he need. The address, where they're staying, which is Samantha's old house. She moved because he wouldn't stop sending her random stuff. He was stupid enough to leave Samantha's tracking device on her phone on.
Move your ass, Cruz.
I should kill you right here. But I got some other important things, matters and business to take care of. Do you really think I would let an amateur little low-life loser like you get away with this? And now, you're under arrest.
For what?
For conspiracy to kidnap my sister.
Why am I getting arrested when he literally threatened me and almost killed me?
Shut up. Has anyone been able to locate Galaxy yet?
He didn't even open my message. Or the odds that he's still by Carmen's friend's house?
What the hell is he doing over there?
My guess is that he made an arrest?
He's not supposed to be involved in this case.
I want all these cops cleared out of here now, or the bitch dies.
We don't have time. Joey Sincere, a certified hostage negotiator, handle negotiations with the taker. Which means you're breaching with the SWAT team.
Got it, Captain.
Wait. Let me talk to him.
Galaxy, where the hell have you been?
I was handling some unfinished business, but that doesn't matter now, that's out of the way. Let me talk to him. I'm the reason you guys found him here.
Absolutely not, Galaxy. You're too caught up with the case.
If he's holding my sister hostage, that means he wants something from either me or her, and only I can understand him since we both have history with each other. Please. Let me go up.
You're not going up without bag cover. Safety reasons, Galaxy. You'll understand us, we're the same rank.
Fine, I'll take Joey with me. Just give me 20 minutes.
I'll give you 10, then I'm authorizing the SWAT leader to move in with his team. I need to talk with the SWAT captain and the SWAT lieutenant over there. You guys keep me posted.
Alright, Joey, come on, let's go.
Carmen, police, we want to talk with you.
Oh, you can come in. I know her brother is out there. What's up, Captain? Samantha here was telling me all about you. She's been telling me a lot. Giving me great company. One step into getting back together. Captain of the Detective Bureau. Awarded many commendations. Former U.S. Marine. Awarded Medal of Honor. Combat Cross. Well done, Captain. Sammy, move over to me now. Much better.
What is it you want, Eric?
First of all, drop your fucking weapons. Now.
Okay, fine. There are some things we have to discuss first, Eric.
Well, then you better make it quick. We don't have enough time.
Why did you shoot that old woman in Madison?
Bitch was getting on my nerves. I didn't like repeating myself, so I shot her. She threatened to text my grandma about me stealing from her purse, so I shut her mouth. Meeting Samantha again was just a recall for me.
Eric, you have to realize this has gone on long enough. You've already been arrested many times before in the past. Don't make your life worse by facing life imprisonment.
I'm not going to jail. You see, I'm taking Samantha and I'm moving to the Caribbean.
Look, what are your demands to release her? We can get you anything.
And who the hell are you?
Detective Joey Swanson, badge number 2956.
Your sister was everything to me. What you have to realize is that I devoted my life to her. I remember when I met you, Captain. You were a nobody. You were just a regular detective. All those years that passed by, I missed her. I've had struggles in my life after we broke up. I gave her everything. She fucking wanted and she just throws all of it away? Just thinking about it makes me want to pop her. Give me a good reason why I shouldn't pop her now.
Look, I completely understand where you're coming from. But this isn't the answer. You guys broke up for a reason. I had respect for you when I first met you.
I remember junior year. We both got our picture taken. This bitch threw it away when she accused me of those crimes the other day. That sparked my anger. Calling me a drug addict without no hard evidence. Using my past crimes against me.
Why did you kill the others?
I had already planned to kill that guy in downtown weeks ago because he and I always had beef, and since my gang was in jail, I did it myself. The old woman in Madison, well, let's just say she was a witness to something very unfortunate.
Eric, come on. This has gone on long enough. We can get you your demands and your needs. What do you want?
Well, first, I want all these cops cleared out. Second, I want a clear pathway to my car, and I'm taking her with me. She is my true love and will always be. I want 2 plane tickets.
We have a blueprint of the whole building based off what our drone in the sky gave us. We see there's 1 hostage and 1 taker. We have a squad team around the back, waiting for the green light and the signal to go. And we have a team in the front. Squad leader Brian is awaiting orders.
Give us like 10 more minutes, Captain. Okay.
10 minutes. Then I'm unleashing and releasing the dogs out.
You know, I'd let Samantha speak for herself for once, but I'm afraid her voice is broken after all that yelling and screaming she kept doing while I picked her up in for a joyride.
Alright, why don't we all just calm down here? There's no way out of this, Carmen.
That is what you think.
We both know. We can't let you leave with Samantha like that.
We're in position. Have a sniper on standby.
You need to understand. You hurt my sister's feelings. Not only are you a criminal, but you're a harasser. You think she'll want to spend her life with a criminal?
I tried not to get my anger worked up. I promised her protection. All I want is to be back a part of her life. Is that too much to ask?
You've made a terrible mistake, Carmen. I wish I'd never had met you.
Man, you acting like I won't shoot you either. You know, I had knew you were on your way coming over here. Because I know you went by my friend's house. Coerced him into giving up where I am. Yeah, you think I don't know that? You aimed a gun at his head. Had him arrested after. He called me right after he was arrested. I still have the recording of the phone call while you and him had a little incident. Yeah, I can see the headlines now. Police brutality ends up with frightened individual giving up information in an ongoing kidnapping investigation.
Ugh, I don't feel well.
Samantha, baby, are you okay?
Okay, look, that has gone on far enough. She needs to see a medic, Carmen.
No, I won't let her leave. Just get them in here.
We need medics
Up here now. Possible injured hostage.
Crap.
Who the hell is out there?
Relax. They're just getting the paramedics to come and treat her.
I swear to God, if any other cops come in here.
Look, let me just come over there and check the pulse.
No, you're gonna keep your hands where I can see them.
That's my sister. You have to let her own brother help. Come on, give me the gun.
I'm sorry.
Alright, look, my hands are clear. I'm just checking her pulse.
Going.
Come on, Galaxy, it's over. Quit playing with this douche and let's get out of here.
I should kill you right here. But I took an oath. You've tried to get me fired all those years ago. But now, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Get away from him.
Get up. Get him out of here.
Eric Carmen, you're under arrest for the murders of Diane Wells and Frank Rivers. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and it will be used against you in a court.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Internal Affairs might want to ask you some questions, but other than that, you did a very good job. You took a big risk and a big chance.
I know. I know the procedure.
And you didn't let him get to you. You kept it cool. Take the day off. I'll put in a good word with the chief of detectives and the police commissioner.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks. Good work, partner.
As always, old partner.
Like to discuss the terms of deal.
Your client breaks into people's houses and murders them. The only deal he's getting is a free last meal.
My client has disclosed to me that at some point in the past, he took the life of an ex-girlfriend he had dated in high school.
We already know that, Mr. Carmen. In fact, we know about all 4 of the girls you killed.
Well, apparently there's a 5th victim whose body has never been recovered.
4 bodies puts a needle in your arm. I don't need a 5th.
He's also told me that one of your captains used excessive force on one of his friends. Now surely someone has got to deal with that.
You can always file a complaint with Internal Affairs.
I think a lawsuit is worth it. Against the whole police department.
Okay, you have my attention.
Take the death penalty off the table. We won't file a lawsuit against the Guanamette City Police Department and Captain Galaxy.
You've deliberately disobeyed a direct order to stay out of the Carmen case. That's a 30-day rip.
I understand, Chief.
Thanks to the district attorney's office, Eric Carmen and his attorney has decided not to file a lawsuit against you, the unit, the city and the police department. And this is also regarding your excessive force with a suspect and conflict of interest. Personally, Captain, I'd dump you back in your lieutenant's uniform along with suspension. So you can save the arguments.
I have no arguments, sir.
But since both Police Commissioner Gordon and Captain Dunn along with your other colleagues put in a good word for you, I am cutting you some slack. Understood. 30-day RIP. But your act of heroic bravery will not go unnoticed. I'll put in a good word with the Commissioner.
Yes, Chief.
Take this as a gift. Perhaps you'll learn something. You're dismissed.
Yes, Chief. Thank you, Chief.